Morning Year 5, we're going to continue with decimal fractions, and I've put up here a little reminder. So here I have 1,000 thousandths, and that makes one whole. So I can put my place value chart there. I could also write this as 100 hundredths if I was simplifying. Okay? And so basically, if I had 100 of those bars there, I'd be able to make one whole. I can also write it as 10 tenths, because if I had 10 of these here and stack them behind each other there, I'd be able to make one whole. Let's take a look though at just one part of the whole, and that is 1,000th. Well, remember what I've said, that decimal full name is decimal fraction, because they always have an equivalent fraction. They mean the same thing. Decimal fraction and fractions are part of a whole. So 1,000th can be written as a decimal fraction. I put it into my place value chart there. 1,000th. No hundredths, no tenths, decimal point, no ones. But I still need those there to act as placeholders. Then we spoke about what happens when we have 10 thousandths. And I can actually simplify that to 1 hundredth. Okay? 10 thousandths is actually just 1 hundredth. Okay? So put in my place holders there. And remember, we say them the same. 1 hundredth, 1 hundredth. Okay? Then what happens when I have 10 hundredths? Well, I could call it 10 hundredths. Even if I wanted to, I could call it 100 thousandths. Okay? But again, I can simplify this to just 1/10. That means if I had 10 of these, I'd be able to make one whole. So I put my 1 in the tenths column there, decimal point, and placeholder there. Okay. So your task today is to actually take these representations and to write them either as a decimal fraction or a fraction. So let's consider each of these then. Well, we've already seen these are tenths here. So I have here 3 tenths. Well, I can write that on my place value chart there, 3 tenths. I don't have any whole numbers. I've only got that there just to act as a reminder that these are part of the whole. I've then got these here. Well, they're worth 2 hundredths. Because remember, if I had 100 of these, I'd be able to make one whole. And then I have 4 thousandths. 4 thousandths. So I could put that into my thousandths column there. Well, that says there 324 thousandths. The way I say it actually gives away the way I write it as a fraction. 324 thousandths. Let's look at the next one. So here now, again, I've got the whole there to remind me these are parts of the whole. And I've got, actually, I can't see any tenths. So I put my 0 tenths there. Remember my decimal point and my placeholder there. Do I have any hundredths? Yes, I do. I have 4 hundredths. Okay? So I can put that in there. Do I have any thousandths? Yeah, I have 7 thousandths. Okay. Well, this hasn't particularly helped me to write down this as a fraction. So let's read the number. Well, it says I've got 47 thousandths. So let's write that down. 47 thousandths. Can I simplify that? No, I can't, because 47 and 1,000 do not share any common factors. So it has to be out of 1,000. Let's have a look at the next one now. Well, again, I've got no whole numbers. Decimal point. Do I have any tenths? Yes, I've got 2 tenths. Do I have any hundredths? Yes, I do. I have 3 hundredths. So I can write that in there. Okay? And there's no thousands, but I'm still going to put a 0 in because it's going to be very helpful when it comes to writing it as a fraction. So, well, I can read that currently as 230 thousandths. However, on this occasion, I am able to simplify because both of these share the common denominator of 10. And I know they share the common denominator of 10 because, they share the common factor of 10 because that ends in 0, that ends in 0. So, divide both parts by 10. That would be 23, and that would be 100. So now I've got 23 hundredths, and that's exactly how I'd say this here. 23 hundredths. Okay? So, the way I would complete this one, I would use a place value chart and write it in on there. Then I would start by writing my fraction out of 1,000, out of the whole, before then considering, can I simplify it by dividing by maybe 10 or 100? Best of luck.